Steven, Adam.
Volunteers from numerous caving organizations regularly gear up and enter caves and sinkholes to clean them. Some can be walked into.
Now you can take your left hand off the rope and feed off on the hand as you go over these lips.
Others require rappelling down.
So this is basically an extension of the cave. So we came down this 40-foot drop, maybe 45-foot drop, and the cave keeps on continuing down the slope here. And the cave, it was used as a trash dump for many years. And some of the trash that has come up here ended up being washed down there because the cave takes water and it just gets carried away.
A lot of the rainwater, washes into these caves, and then eventually get to our, drinking water eventually. So we don't want all the trash to be the part of the filtration system.
Water will flow through cracks in the rock into Edwards Aquifer, recharging San Antonio's water supply. But keeping the caves clean is a must because this could contaminate the water.
Of course, some of the other industrial materials that we have, car batteries, lead batteries we've seen, radiators, we've seen car parts, etc., that have been thrown in these caves and they sit there and they slowly release, the material over time. And if you have enough of those sinkholes that have been used for disposal of material, you can result in localized groundwater contamination problems.
Some of them had like gasoline or gas. So those are really, toxic waste.
This is one of the messiest rooms in the cave. You can see all the trash here, all the different clutter, glass bottles, tin cans. You'll find some random items like this. This appears to be a toy cash register. Then you also have more hazardous things that our water actually filters through before going into Edwards Aquifer. And this right here is toilet bowl cleaner. It actually has danger and poison on it.
Ranch dumps have been used for many, many years for disposal of basically ranch waste, and that before people really understood the relationship between the activities on the surface and our water resources.
Just your initial thoughts when you see so much debris and waste in some of these caves.
It kind of makes me sad in a way, but it's also understandable. I mean, given that this occurred so long ago, the owners tell us that, that nobody's used this as, for trash in I want to say like 50 years or so.
We rig that tree and we have a little hole system to pull up the actual buckets, but then we also have that rope system for people to safely go down.
How much trash do you think you've already taken out, and how much more do you hope to be able to pull out?
Hundreds of pounds of trash. Yeah, it's quite amazing how actually there's one wall where all the crumbled up tin cans are like almost wedged in and have become part of the wall.
There's certainly a lot of trash that we just can't get to, we can't physically remove, it's too difficult or actually too dangerous for the volunteers who are down there handling broken glass and sharp metal and sharp wire and it falls and rolls down into crevices that we just can't reach.
Edwards Aquifer is San Antonio's main source of drinking water. Currently, it's sitting at excellent for water quality.
This trash has been there for 100 years, and we still have pretty good water. What's the point of getting that trash out now, or what's the benefits to it?
Well, it's not always clear how quickly these contaminants will move through the system. And as the waste is there, it continues to degrade and will continue to release material. Removing trash should certainly help improve water quality on a local basis, but it's very difficult to quantify because we don't always have nearby monitoring points that we can actually do a before and after sample of water quality.
What are the signs to you that show, hey, this is definitely working, we are actually doing something good and bettering the water quality?
Well, we're seeing an improvement, I think, in removing the trash in that related to the habitat of individual caves. And you compound that with many, many caves that have been cleaned up. And we think it'll have a positive impact on the aquifer.
There is a lot to discuss here, and we'd like to hear your opinions. Drop a comment below and make sure you hit subscribe to stay up to date with Solutionaries.